afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Number 76 makes his big league debut right after this. Zach Plesac, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Descalso. He will lead this one off today.
Off the afternoon for the Cubs, the second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Reined in. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what do you have for us on this lineup?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And after a very chilly early morning, the temperatures thawed out a bit to 48 degrees here at game time. One out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at ball one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. The set and the 1-0 pitch. 1-1 the count now. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting 4, the designated hitter.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Now batting, Steven Souza. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2 and 2.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Yeah, and we didn't waste any time getting things going here. 2 outs and the base is loaded, and the next at bat could set the tone for the entire rest of the game. If he can get out of this mess without any damage, he's going to know he can shut the door all game long. And with this home crowd on his side, they'll be going wild, but that's a big if.
And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. 1 and 1 to Schwarber. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Here it is. Misses. Ball 2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Mercado is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He's a little bit, he reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88 to 91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Francisco Lindor is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side, right to him. And there's one away. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Into the box, Oscar Mercado. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Mercado is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
On deck, Carlos Santana. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
In there, strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Jose Ramirez started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mercado over at second. Santana is over at first with 1 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. And he makes the catch for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Hendricks isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play. Now Reyes with a drive, well hit out to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Indians move in front now 3-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning. A 3-run bomb and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitter's meeting, and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing it.
Ready with the 1-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it...
Batting it, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
In there, a base hit.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Zach Short.
At the plate now, Zach Short. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Short has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
So now to the plate, Daniel Descalzo. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
2 balls and a strike now. Belted high and deep into right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. 2-run score. The relay throw, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
The back, the center fielder.
So here's Albert Almora next, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that lead disappears with it, as this is now a 3-3 ball game.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready for another chance? Steven Souza looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
The 0-1 on its way. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. This one's down to third. Right to Ramirez. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. So 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. In now, Roberto Perez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Greg Allen. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Line drive to left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on down the line. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Into the box now, Victor Caratini. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground for Hernandez at second base. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Through 2 1/2. It's 3 apiece. Now to the plate, Oscar Mercado. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
The center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2 and 2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Schwarber arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the 3rd. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. And a curveball in for a strike.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Humphrey.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Short has a play. And that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We've played 3 and our score 3-3. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Cubs.
So digging in now, Zach Short.
Back. Short.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Allen will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Daniel Descalso. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
To the plate now, Albert Almora. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Settling in now, Javier Baez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Hit down the line at first. Santana's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. Through 3 1/2, we're all even at 3 apiece. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
Leading off for the Indians.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty B. A two-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Called strike 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Cesar Hernandez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Here's the 3-0.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
High in the air out to center field. Almora is there, 2 gone. Standing in, Domingo Santana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Look out, 2-0 now.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
The 3-1.
We got 3-2.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. Carlos Carrasco is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Steven Souza. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Carrasco has compiled over 1,100 innings of work over his major league career and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes. Carrasco, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. The 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And that misses 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Victor Caratini. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Santana comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Oh, one pitch on its way. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball. Ball. That pitch is out.
3 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The set and the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. He's set. The 2-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. James Norwood is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Roberto Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2-1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Almora in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Hard liner to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Into the box now, Oscar Mercado. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Jeffrey Rodriguez is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
Number 68.
At the plate, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Now the 1-0. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And this is going to be extra bases here leading off the 6th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second, a base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
At the plate, Zach Short. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. But he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Standing in now, Daniel Descalzo, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 on the way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santana has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
In now, Javier Baez. And he puts it on the ground to second. 1 there. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 4-3 Chicago.
The first baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
And he takes ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Ball 2 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
3-0 to him now. From the stretch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now back, the second baseman.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6.
Nope.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And he misses again. Ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So striding in, Domingo Santana, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from 3rd.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up. taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Standing in with the bases loaded, Roberto Perez, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Justin Steele was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Steele, just 24 years of age. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he misses it. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 1-1.
Nope, that's inside.
6 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
The center fielder, number 25.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, at the ball.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
2-0 now.
There's certain pitches throughout the game that decide whether you win or lose it. This is certainly one of the bigger moments right here.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the stretch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's Descalso. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 7th inning coming up. It's the Indians 7 and the Cubs 4. Oliver Perez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 39.
New inning set to get underway. The next Cub up, Steven Souza. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Racing back the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Steven Souza, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Now batting, the catcher, Victor Caratini.
So now to the plate, Victor Caratini. This is line to left. Santana is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now back, left field, Kyle Schwarber.
Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. So striding forward now, Wilson Contreras. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1.
3-2.
Swung on and missed. 3-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Indians 7 and the Cubs 5.